generate
Welcome,
more
everyone. I'm
online.
Victor Grant here with the Success Mastermind Hangout, and today's topic is what you must have in place to generate more online sales in 2015. What is that? What ingredients do you need? You've probably seen lots of things out there. You need a website, you need a blog, you need a landing page or a capture page, you need a follow-up series, you need an email autoresponder. You're going to need all these different things. We're going to go into exactly what you need. And I'm hearing some echo on my computer. I'm going to go switch the camera to Todd while I mute that out. More online sales in 2015. What is that? What ingredients do you... Okay, Todd, camera on you, man.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks, Victor. Thanks for the introduction there. Yeah, my name's Todd Witherspoon, and I basically have been in the affiliate marketing industry for years, but I've never been online. And one of the things that happened is when I got online a while back is that you're kind of sitting there thinking, well, what do I do? Where do I go? Hey, you have to. Everybody has a different way of telling you what type of tech tools you need, but like Victor was just saying, hey, you need a website. Okay, well, I got a website, but what did that do for me? Okay, so I was sitting here frustrated, just really frustrated. I got a website, spent a lot of money on that, and it got me nothing. It really didn't. Then somebody said, hey, why don't you get a blog? Well, before I got a blog, I really wanted to do a lot more information gathering, and I think that's why you're here on this webinar today, is because we're gonna take you through a series of steps that you need to do, like Victor said, what you must have in place to generate more income online in 2015. Well, what we've done is we've basically have spent a lot of money. We've stubbed our toes. We've made mistakes that you don't have to make. And so we're going to strip out a very easy way for you to get started, for you to follow a very cookie-cutter system of what you need to do before you get online, once you do get online, and then when you do get online, take you through a system that will teach you how to make more sales and more money online. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to Victor real quick. Victor.
Yeah, so I've prepared a PowerPoint that will go through this step by step for you. And we're going to give you a lot of value today. I want to introduce, before I go into the PowerPoint, I'm going to bring up Didar Khalsa. Didar, camera's on you, my friend.
Victor, thank you for the introduction. And my name is Didar Khalsa. I've been in the industry for about 6 years now. And I'm really a mindset kind of a guy, mental attitude, which is really important to becoming successful in any business, not just being online. I wrote a course one time called It's 90% Mindset in the Winner's Circle. So you have to have a certain mindset to really be successful if you're going to market online, because you're competing with thousands of other people who are doing the same thing as you are. Now, it's not what you do, it's what you do daily that counts. It takes persistence, it takes daily commitment. You got to treat this thing as a business, not like a hobby. You have to be serious about what you're doing. Persistence pays, conviction pays big money. So you have all those ingredients involved in becoming successful. I'm not really a tech guy, and you don't have to be a tech guy to be successful, because everything's in place that we're going to show you today to be successful in the business, but the mindset is where really that I'm going to be talking about today. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and Victor, I'm going to throw it back to you here.
Okay, guys, well, I actually am a tech guy. I was going to tell you my story, how I got started in the industry. It was actually 1998, and I was involved with a group in Hawaii that did search engine optimization, and I got really good at it, I have to tell you. I was promoting computer game strategy guides. Anyway, I got the attention of an agency in New York City who gave me a call. They said, hey, Vic, we work for this man, Tom Clancy. This is his one of his books. Really highly recommend his books. And they said, we have a problem. The problem is whenever you search for Tom Clancy, what you find are all of these fan clubs and blinky black background with lights and ads and things like that. Tom doesn't like that. So here's a down payment. You just do whatever it takes. Use your magic. Make it happen. Make it go away. We want, when you search for Tom, that you find Tom. And we did that within 30 days. But that caused a revolution in the industry because it was the first time that my colleagues, many of whom are the industry experts in search engine optimization, still to this day, we basically fired a shot over the bow where the search engines realized that they could be manipulated by clever folks like us. And that sort of created a rift between the search engines and the public, one that we're in the process of fixing now. I guess that's more than almost 15 years later. So that's my story, and I'm going to bring up a couple of slides here that's going to really explain to you the strategies that you need and all the things you need in place. And you can see there's a lot of stuff you got to have. It's not like, oh, like a lot of my clients today, they still say, Vic, I need a website. What does that cost? And I say, well, the first thing that goes through my mind is you actually don't need a website. What you really need are followers. How many followers do you have? Could I take a look at your Google Analytics? Could I look at your traffic? How many Facebook fans do you have? How many Twitter fans do you have? And they stare at me dumbfounded. I say, 0. And I'm going, well, okay, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Next. That tends to be the 98 to 99% of the population out there, including a lot of the big names. Big name authors. A lot of my clients are authors. They're writers. They want to get their books published. They want to be seen out there in the world. What do you do? Well, I put together a group called the Online Traffic Mastermind, which is going to show you step by step how to do that. This is an excerpt of that. I'm going to give you some value today. There's nothing for you to buy or anything like that right now. It's all free training, and you can get back to the person who sent you this video to get more information. So on that note, I'm going to share my PowerPoint. If you have any questions while I get that ready, please ask them in the space below this video, and you'll notice there's probably a button in that direction. You want to click that and get involved in our group. It's called the iPass Black Card Club. That's how all of us know each other, because we're all iPass Black Card members. Before I go into the actual tactics right now, Todd, do you want to talk a little bit about the benefits of being in the iPass Black Card Club?
Sure. Thanks, Vic. Yeah, as Victor was saying, boy, that's some really good information. I mean, it's like you're getting online, and hey, don't buy a website. That's going to save a lot of people listening to this a lot of grief. And just little tips like that we're getting. Now, Victor had brought up a iPass Black Card member. What we're doing is we have before I get into exactly what that is, I'd like to first of all script that an iPass is a system, and it's a duplicatable system. That's what I was looking for when I got online. I'm a systems person. I like when I was a hospital administrator, I would make a system of how I would do the billing for all these doctors. I would train my people. I had 350 employees. I would train them to run a system, to a duplicatable system, and that's exactly what the iPass system is. It's a duplicatable system, but it's an online marketing affiliate system. And so with that, online marketing, that's a big word. It really comes down to that. How are you going to make money? Hey, you could get a website, you could get a blog, you could do all these things, but are you really going to make money doing that? No, you have to have a system that's duplicatable, that you can run your prospects through. Anybody who's interested in working in your industry or working with you, you want to have a duplicatable online system to run them through, and that's exactly what iPass is. I'm not going to get into exactly what a Black Card member is, because that's going to be the system that we will refer you to at the end of this webinar. So Didar, did you want to share a little bit about the iPass system and what your take is on it?
Yeah, the iPass system is exactly what you talked about. It's a duplicatable system. If I was to go out there and do it piecemeal, I would definitely fall flat in my face, because I'm not a tech guy. The most important part of the system is it is duplicatable. You don't need to buy a website or buy this or buy that. Everything is included in the iPass system. All the videos, all the landing pages, all the funnels are there. All you got to do is plug into the system, and it's going to teach you exactly what to do, and it's going to make your job a lot easier to make money, because the bottom line is, money. Money makes everything run. Really, I mean, what you're looking for is actually freedom of your lifestyle, is your ultimate goal. But of course, how are you going to get there without having money? So you have to have a system that's duplicatable, and this is one of the best systems I've found that's going to work for you. So that's pretty much, my take on the whole situation.
That's great information, Didar. Yeah, and a little more about why do you need a duplicatable system? Let's say you want to sell wristwatches, or you want to go on Amazon and you want to do, sell books. Like, Victor represents a lot of authors online and stuff. Let's say one of those authors says, "Hey, can you sell my book?" Hey, I'll open up an Amazon store and everything, but how do you get people to run through a system that's automated, that can give you follow-ups, that can contact the people? And believe it or not, the iPass system is really what contacted you to be on this webinar. So we're already using the iPass system, and part of that is building a relationship. And so that's what online marketing really, and affiliate marketing, is all about, is building relationship with somebody, with a consumer, and somebody who eventually would want to get something that you have or that you're marketing. So I think Victor might be ready right now. Victor, where are you at?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, are you seeing my screen now?
Online Traffic Mastermind?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks for that. I kind of put you guys on the spot. I apologize for that. I'm going to ask you the question again at the end of this webinar after I've given you my presentation here. It's going to be a very different answer. So maybe between those two we'll have a good take. And those of you who are watching us today, this is a live studio recording broadcast. We're going to be making this into a video series that once you get into the iPass system with us, you'll be able to use these videos for your own business. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to clap my hands and begin a presentation. Whenever you hear my clap my hands, what that means is I'm creating this is a tip that if you're making videos at home, I learned this from my mentor, Alex Mendozian. Clap your hands at the beginning of it, followed maybe with 5 seconds pause or 10 seconds pause at the end of it. Why do you want to do that? Because when you edit this, you'll see a sudden spike surrounded by corners that allows you to very quickly be able to edit chunks of video together without having to go watch the entire video again. And it also creates like a break in your thought flow. I'm going to go ahead and clap my hands. You guys just let me know that you're watching, you're seeing my screen, everything's A-okay, we're ready to rock and roll with this.
Everything looks great, Victor.
Looks real good.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Bless.
Okay, all right, we got to start over. You can't laugh. You can't laugh. It's gonna mess up the video. Okay, here we go.
Go ahead and mute yourself when you're not talking, okay?
Okay. And if you guys want to come and join us, write a little comment below this video, and we're going to be putting up a link, and you can come in and actually interact with us and get your face on camera with us. But before you do that, click the button over there and get into the system. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Welcome, I'm Victor Grant with the Online Traffic Mastermind. We're going to be talking about simplifying the complicated world of online marketing and setting a new standard for attracting customers to your business. There are 3 things you need in any online business. I gotta tell you, a lot of people come to me and say, hey Vic, we need a website. I need a domain name. I need traffic for my business. I want to be found in Google. I want to, I need this, I need this, I need this. And I ask them a couple of questions. Do you have a product you believe in? And they say, oh, I want to sell my book. Okay, how many people have already bought your book? And they go, well, it's not out yet. Or they say, okay, so how many people are visiting your website last month? How many people visited your website last month? Oh, let's say maybe about 100 in the entire month. Okay, so that means you have 3 visitors a day coming to your website. And my friends, you don't need a website. You don't need to spend $10,000 on graphic design to build the next beautiful website. That's not going to increase your traffic at all. There are 3 things you need, and the first thing of these 3 is called a product you believe in. Okay, this could be an affiliate product. In our previous video, we talked about the benefit of an affiliate product. What is an affiliate product? Affiliate product is something you don't need to make. Someone else made it. It's already selling. Other people are buying it. It's already popular. A great example of this would be like a product on JVZoo. That's one of the affiliate networks that I belong to. Or a business opportunity. Let's say it's a network marketing opportunity, a home-based business opportunity, or a let's say something you believe in. You have to actually believe in it, though. You don't want to just sell a business opportunity just for the sake that it's a business opportunity and you'll make money because no one's going to buy it. So this next thing, so this could be a home-based network marketing or a cost per action Fortune 100. This is something a lot of folks don't do yet, is you could monetize your business by selling insurance. You could sell credit cards. A buddy of mine, he finances his coffee shop in Sacramento purely selling moving services. All he does is he buys moving, home moving, like everyone has to move an office, they have to move a home. He games the search engines, sells advertising to moving and trucking companies. So that's called cost per action, and cost per action will not even pay you if someone buys something. They will pay you if someone just fills out a form. But bottom line is you need a product you believe in. That's the first thing you need. The second thing you need is a system and a strategy. Okay, and I'm going to break this down. What is this system and what is the strategy? And you probably would need to hire a very expensive consultant to come up with the answers for this, or you can go visit like my mentor Jay Abraham. He's got books on this. The best book, I shared this in my hangout last week. It's called Getting Everything You Can Out of All You Got. You can find that. I'm going to put the link in the chat below. You can check that out as well. But Jay is really the master and king of positioning. He understands that there's also a book called Positioning. However, I think that the positioning stuff that you learn from Jay is even better. So you need a frame of reference. You need to have a landing page where you send the traffic. Let's say you place an ad on advertising.com. You're going to go ahead and send that somewhere, and you have to have a landing page where you send the traffic. Now, people these days in 2015, it's been said you need 7 impressions before they will part with their money for the first time. Well, one of the things you want to be focusing on is building what's called a buyer's list, but more on that later. Then you need a pre-frame page. You're going to say, hey, you just saw my ad. This is who I am. What are you all about? So this video we're making right here is actually a pre-frame page and a pre-frame video series to introduce you to these concepts in the iPaaS system. More on that later. You also need a sales page. You need some way of collecting money. The simplest way is, of course, PayPal. It's probably anyone can sign up for free at PayPal. It's owned by eBay. You can also go get a merchant account, get a credit card account. You'll typically pay anywhere from $20 to $50 a month, and then it's going to go up to like a couple hundred, maybe even a couple $1,000s a month as you get rolling, because you're going to be paying those 3% collection credit card fees plus transaction fees. You need a sales page, but you need a way to collect money on the online. Then you need a follow-up system for those who don't buy immediately. This is really the key. If they don't buy and they opt into their email list, you have to give them enough value that they're going to want to even open their email. You also have to figure, if they are opting in with their email address, chances are they're probably opted into another 100 marketers very similar to you that are sending them emails every single day. One of my clients, he said, "Hey, Victor, I think we should start sending people an email once a month. What do you think?" I said, "Well, how often do your competitors send email?" They say, "Well, they send it once a week." I said, I think I could commit to doing an email once a month to my subscriber list." I said, "Well, I actually would recommend you write a blog post every single day and you send an email every single day to your subscribers, because guess what? Your direct competitors might not be sending an email every single day, but the whole marketing world is sending multiple emails every single day. So you need a follow-up system for those who don't buy immediately." So that's the system and the strategy. Then the third thing you need is traffic. And I don't mean like traffic as in a traffic jam. You need visitors. You need people showing up. And if you came to my webinar last week, I talked about that is the #1 metric that Google looks at to determine if you're going to be ranked at the top. It's not links as it used to be in 2013. It's not how good your content is. It's traffic. The bottom line has to do with your traffic and your what's called a CTR, conversion rate. Okay, so our actual results, we find today in 2015, 6% of the traffic normally on a startup business, unless you've been around for a very long time, you're only going to get 6% of your overall clicks from search engines. That's a much lower number than it used to be a few years ago. I used to have clients that would get 50, 60% of their traffic from search engines. Guys, social media is in. What is social media? It's Facebook, it's Twitter, it's Google+, and it is blogging. Blogging is actually a form of social media. What's nice about blogging is you can write one blog post and have it beautifully shared on your social media. And I highly recommend you learn about this industry, because 75% of your visitors are going to come through that channel. Now, this is something that's always been dear to my heart. This is something I've been doing since the days of Tom Clancy, are links to related websites. This is how we ranked Tom at the top. We simply created linking exchange partnerships between his fan clubs. We created a directory of all the fan sites so they didn't feel like they were left out. But then we made sure that Tom was positioned at the very, very top of the search engines. That strategy worked in 1998. It still works today. And guess what? You will get more traffic. That is 3 times as much traffic from just exchanging links with friends and family and other websites. Like, I could link to Didar. Didar could link back to me. I can link to Todd. I can link to Aaron. I can link to Chris. I can link to a bunch of other of my friends. And as we share these links, we will also be building more visitors for our websites. And when you look at your numbers, this is the key. You will find that more people will visit your website from that than search engines. So this is shocking, my friends. A lot of you guys probably don't believe me, but I can show you the numbers. You can send me your analytics, and I'll tell you. Now, I'm going to give you guys one last tip about search engines. And you probably never heard this, and I'm going to let you speak as well, Todd, about this. What do you think about what I'm just sharing right now? I just basically here's the whole 3 steps broken down for you.
It's amazing information, Victor. I mean, this is stuff that when you're getting online, if you have somebody, like if I was online years ago, and if I had somebody showing me this type of information, it would have cut down my learning curve like at least 80 or 90%. I would have saved so much money, and that's really the value that we have here. Is that what we're doing is that we're breaking it down in a very simple system of what you need to do to generate more online sales. And it's not selling you anything, it's showing you, giving you information. So Victor, why don't you go ahead and go on with the presentation, you know, wrap it up, and then I'll have Didar talk a little bit about what his thoughts are, and then we'll close up this webinar.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to go back to my screen here. You seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of small though.
Yeah. So this is the last slide I was showing you. Okay. So feel free to chime in here. I'm going to give you guys some nuggets that you probably have never really thought about. Okay. How many of you are using Google Analytics right now?
Right here.
Okay. Well, okay, so almost the whole world is using Google Analytics. Why? Because it's free, it gives you great statistics, it gives all kinds of stuff. I had this epiphany the other day when I read the reports on what are the top 3 factors that Google looks for in ranking in 2015, and the number 1 was click-through rate, and I can share my screen here a little bit and show you exactly what that is. But the number 2 factor was actually how much volume of traffic you get. In other words, so then I started thinking, well, if everyone has Google Analytics installed, that means you've now told Google how much traffic you're getting. So if you have no traffic, you just told Google you have no traffic, so why would they position you at the top of the search engines, because you just told them you have no traffic?
you know what, Victor? I just realized something. For everybody that's listening, and if you're new online and you really don't know what Google Analytics is, let me explain. Every time that you do a post, every time that you have a book, every time that you want to promote something, you want to have it ranked. You know, when you go to that Bing search engine or Google search engine or Yahoo search engine, you want to get your information ranked like in the top 10, if not the top 5. But almost 80% of the top 5 are paid advertising. So how do you get into that? That's what Google Analytics tool is. It's a way of checking traffic and stuff like that. So I just wanted to throw that in there so that for the newbies that are online, that's kind of what a Google search does, is that when you put in your product, or you put in the name of your product, or your name, where are you going to rank on a search engine? Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's great. But think about all these people. One of my colleagues said, oh my gosh, if that's the case, I probably shouldn't add Google Analytics to my website until I already have some traffic. I said, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Because think about this. If you have no visitors and you add the analytics and you're telling Google you have no visitors, why would they want to position you anywhere on the search engines? It looks bad for them. Think about it this way. It's like they only want to feature the best. They want people to have a positive experience when they visit their website. When they search for something, they want to get value. They want to see something that you're giving of value. That's one of the reasons why blogging is such a powerful, powerful system. Okay, so this slide is where do clicks come from? I just got a customer the other day from Business Card. I gave him a business card. I said, look, I really got to go. Check out my website. Click the link. Go sign up. Once you sign up, put in your credit card, pay for it, and then one of my staff will call you back. That's way different than, oh, you know, here's my business card. What do you say we talk about what your needs are? Do you see how that's different? I actually got a customer who, from my business card, went ahead and purchased something first before they had a chance to talk to me. That is a huge shift, and something that I've learned through affiliating with the iPass system and a lot of the leadership that we work with. Is the second tip is retargeting. There's a lot of information. We're going to be going into advanced trainings for our team on retargeting. This is probably the most important thing you need to do in your business. If you're not doing retargeting, you're going to be spending a lot more money on your traffic than you should be. Email, Twitter, and Facebook, these are actually kind of one and the same. If you send an email and you simultaneously tweet it out and you put it on Facebook, that gives you those multiple impressions. Like this particular webinar went out on email, Twitter, and Facebook at the same time. And so when people come back to the link, even though they're not going to see the video live, we'll have a way for them to come to our next event. Google Plus is still important. 75% comes from social media, as I told you in the earlier slide. Okay, so this should be your first milestone. And your first milestone is to generate $5,000 a month from your online work. I talked to a couple of, actually it was Chris Record. Shout out to you, Chris. He said that was his first milestone. He had a full-time six-figure income job in a corporate America, and this was the milestone that he was shooting for, to generate income for spending like 1 hour a day while he was in his job. And then once he hit this first milestone, then he hit a higher milestone like $10,000 a month, $30,000 a month. Now this is $30,000 a month in your business. That's way different than personal income. Your business income is way different than your personal income. So how do you generate $5,000 a month? Well, you need 100 sales at $50 a month commissions. So that's like you have to, sell 100 people something. You only need 2 sales at $3,000 commissions. Well, it's a lot easier to get those 2 sales with a $3,000 commission than it would be to try to get 100 people to buy into what you're doing. You could do consulting, like I told you earlier. It's $5K for us to do a search engine project with you. It's going to be about 8 sessions of 30 minutes. And you probably, if you're paying that kind of dollar, you're going to probably have your team, your employees, your staff listen in on that, because we're just going to go boom, 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 boom. Here's step 1. Here's action, action, action you need to take, and we can double your traffic within 60 to 90 days. But you got to, the thing is, the more you charge, the more value you have to deliver as well. 10 hours at $500 an hour, which is what marketers charge. Typically, if you want to hire someone to write a sales letter for you, you're going to spend like $5 grand for them to do that. You're going to probably spend even more making a video to have a video sales letter. Typically, you're going to spend about $5,000 to $10,000 getting started, or 35 hours at $150 an hour, which is what my development team, my designers, I have a web development company, that's what they charge. So I wanted to just finish with this slide and then open it up for discussion. What I want you guys to think about is having a breakthrough experience. And this is a massive, sudden, not gradual increase in your cash flow. And on that note, I want to share with you that you might think, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. There is so much that I have to keep track of. It's so much more than, oh, Vic, I need a website. I don't like how my website looks. Blah, 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 blah. Can you please help me? No, you need a breakthrough. You need a breakthrough experience to happen in your business. And it doesn't matter to me whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a home-based business, or you're an entrepreneur, or you're an author, or you're a writer, or you're a blogger. The iPass system is a prototype. I think Chris spent over $500,000 developing it. That this prototype will show you exactly what you need to get going. So on that note, I was going to just bring up what the iPass system looks like. It's sort of like, hey, guess what, guys? Instead of hiring spending thousands and thousands of dollars on having your website redesigned, your business cards done, and not have anything like that, go spend $47 and get the iPass system. So I was going to just log into my iPass office and show you how simple this is. While I do that, I'm going to put the camera on you and Todd. Go ahead. Go ahead and speak. It'll automatically switch to you.
Great. Well, that's some great information, and one of the things that I realized getting into this business, getting online, is there's a whole different set of challenges than there is in just getting a job as a salesperson or getting a job at an office. When you start a business online, you're in business for yourself, much like Didar said. It's not an easy thing. There's a lot of stuff that you need to do, and if you're not willing to do the work, then you probably are in the wrong place. Didar, what are your thoughts on some of the stuff that Victor showed us today?
Victor had some really good points. What I want to emphasize to people is one of the most important parts of this business is you have to have a mentor to show you what to do. I'm a very spiritual person. I've got a spiritual teacher I've had for about 35 years, and he told me once that if you want to be spiritual, you have to learn from someone who's already been there already, because they have the blueprint for success. My teacher was a master in yoga, meditation. Same thing relates to our business that we're in now, online. You have to have a mentor to show you what to do, because they've already been there. My mentor is Aaron Rashkin. He's been in business for 22 years. I use him quite a bit. Chris Jones, right there on the screen here, is one of my mentors. Todd's a mentor of mine. We have a mastermind group. So I think one of the most important things is you have to find someone you can follow, someone who's going to show you the way and tell you exactly what to do, so you're not going to be out there just feeling your thumbs and just saying, what should I do, what should I do? You have to have a mentor. What do you think about that, Todd?
I couldn't agree with you more. I'll tell you what, when I started business and I didn't have somebody who was teaching me that had already gone through the process of being successful in the business that I was in, I was flailing. I was like up in the air. I was, what do they say, dangling in the wind. I was wasting a lot of money. I was wasting a lot of time. And then, when I got involved with affiliate marketing and met Aaron Rashkin about 16 years ago, he was one of the people that really helped me to refine my skills, to teach me how to talk and get through the pretenders, the people who say that they want to change. What we're looking for is team members that want to join us in this online revolution and break through, as Victor just pointed out on his last slide. Break through. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? That's what you have to ask yourself. There's a reason that you're on this webinar. It's because something in your life isn't going the way it's meant to be or the way that you hoped it would go. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Victor real quick. Are you there, Vic?
Yeah. I've been pulled up. This is the back office of the iPass system, as you can see. It's a complete system. All the setup is right in here. You can learn how it works. You set up your list, and then you set up your e-wallet. You remember earlier I said you need to have a method of collecting payment? That's all built into the iPass system. You set up your email list and your autoresponder. It's all built into the iPass system. And these informative videos will get you set up. And guess what? If you have issues completing all the steps, they have a whole staff that will help you get set up with the system. Now, I came into iPass for the wrong purpose. I got into it because I wanted to generate leads for my primary business. And many people out here actually do that. I realized, see, the whole point of online marketing is you want to spend money on advertising. You have to recover your advertising investment somehow, and then it kind of reminds me of something I learned in college. Disneyland is a great example of it. Take a guess how Disneyland's business plan is written. Business Planning 101. Guess what? You have to cover the employee overhead and all of your expenses with what? Parking fees. Parking fees covers all of the overhead to keep it rolling. That way, whenever you're selling your gifts or you're selling food, all of that is pure profit. That's how the amusement park business works. So the iPass business system helps you offset your ad expense so that you can start to generate a positive cash flow in your business. Now, one of the things it does, this is the basic setup that you'll see when you first get started with it. As you can see, I'm active as a Black Card member, and there are different tiers of that. So you get your system set up, you set up your email list, you set up your wallet, and then you continue to the next step. It's very, very easy. And then after that, you get into your business plan. Everyone needs to have a business plan.
No, I want to know what.
And so here's Rhonda. She's coaching you through the process of how she set up her lifestyle and her business plan and how much money she wants to make per month. You set that in place. Then there are these profit maximizers. These, remember I told you have to have a product you believe in. These are the type of, like the Black Card makes $3,000 commissions every time you sell a Black Card membership. Now, if you saw my earlier slides, I was saying, well, you could sell 100 people a $50 a month product or $50 product to make $5,000, or you could sell 2 people a Black Card. Where do I want to put a lot of my energy? I want to focus on the Black. Okay, so if you want to be working with me on my team, you need to have a Black Card. So having said that, there's also the training center. This is the actual back office of it. And remember we talked earlier, you need to have you have to understand all this stuff. You don't have to go out there and get all these videos from all these other people in JVZoo. They're like promoting and promoting and promoting all this kind of like tips, and like you could easily go in and spend hundreds of dollars a month just on tools to get your business set up on the internet. All of this is built into the system. And then finally, the Marketing Center, which is the most important thing. The Marketing Center goes into the funnel pages. So here they have already pre-made capture pages, landing pages, and direct checkout page. So right now, if you click that button directly to the right of this video, you'll see the direct checkout page. I'm just going to bring up that link, and when you get your system, you'll have this exact same configuration yourself. This is the what the checkout page look like. You basically want to put in your name, exactly how it appears on the checks, what you want to receive. Actually, it's how it appears on your bank account because everything's electronic. And I can tell you, certifiably, I have a business account. We have a business. We have a very reputable hosting business. We've been in business for over 15 years. And the money from iPass goes into our business checking account at Wells Fargo. So it works. Basically, you click one button, boom, the money just shows up right into your checking account. And what do we spend it on? We spend it on advertising. I'm going really quick here, but I want you guys to click that button, put in your first name, put in your last name, put in your best email, choose a password, put in your phone number, and then if it's the same, put in your billing details, fill out your city, state, and zip. Put in your card number and submit your order. It's that simple. You'll be up and running within a few minutes. And then you want to go through the system setup. There's only 3 videos to now get set up. It's very simple. And then you'll have a mentor that will be assigned to you automatically inside the system, and you can see who your coach is. You go here under support, and you can actually get support right in there. The e-wallet. It's all a beautiful, beautiful back office. Todd, back to you. I mean, how important is it to have like that personal interaction with your coach?
Oh, it's immeasurable, to tell you the truth. It's like I was saying earlier. Anytime you get involved in a business, it's what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? How am I going to do it? You know, let me share this with everybody online. I'm not a techie person, as you probably picked up already. I don't want to learn how to do a website. I don't want to learn how to do any of this stuff. What I want to do is I want to work hard and make an income with products that are already made, that products that are giving value to the end user. And all these products that we're showing you have value added. They're value added. What that means is that there's just not one value to them. They're value on top of value on top of value on top of value. Now, in this industry, we do three things, and it's three simple things that I'm going to share with you. And Victor kind of went into it earlier, and the first thing is that we build a list. We build a list of people that we want to give our products to give information to somebody who's interested in something that we have. The second thing we do is we build a relationship with that list. Well, how do you do that? In a normal everyday business, you would go meet with them, you take them to lunch, you would shake hands, give them your business card, all that other stuff. What we do here is that we use email, we use social media, we do all these things that we can teach you how to build a relationship with your list. And then what's the last and most important thing that we do in this industry is that we need to find a way to monetize the relationships that we've developed with the list of people that want the information or the value that we're giving them. So how do you monetize it? Well, if you have a simple step-by-step system like the iPass system, it's easy to see how you can monetize things. Didar, did you have anything you wanted to add to what I just shared?
Yeah, very good information, Todd. And the thing I want to emphasize mostly is this business gives you leverage. Leverage to conserve your time, do the things that you do best. If you're in a regular business, you have a customer come in, you make one sale. If you're in the online business, you can send out one email and make 10 sales. You can make money when you're sleeping. You can take this business anywhere you go in the world. All you have to do is have a computer or a cell phone. So leverage, I think, is very important to have in this business. Have the mentor, the three things you talked about, get a list, have a relationship with your list, and monetize your list. You want to have like-minded people follow you. You want to have people that like you and trust you. And how do they trust you? Well, you give them content. You get them, you have to be interested more in them than you are in yourself. Okay? So that's very important, and that's what I have to say about that. So
great information, Didar. Hey, Victor, before I close out the webinar with our did you want anything else that you wanted to add?
Well, I had a few thoughts here. A lot of folks here who there are several kinds of people that come to a hangout like this. Let's say the majority of them would already be in some form of entrepreneurship. They might be an aspiring writer, or they may want to promote their products online, like in Amazon or something like that. Guys, you're still going to have to generate that traffic. It's still going to be you're still going to have to generate a landing page. You're going to have a capture system. You have to have a follow-up system. You're going to have all those things I talked about earlier. And I want to just put things in perspective. Okay, I'm also a customer of ClickFunnels, and I have the enterprise level. It's $297 a month. Well, what does that give you? It gives you 100,000 visitors per month. That's what we need at the size and the volume of our business. Well, at $47 a month, I mean, look, even the smallest level personal ClickFunnels is $37 or $97. All this is a tool that helps you generate your landing pages and your marketing material to help you, purchase advertising and send it to a landing page and look at your opt-ins and your conversion rate. So really, it doesn't really matter whether you're understanding half of what I'm talking about or none of it. All of this stuff is already built into iPass. Now, I'm also a partner with Salesforce. Salesforce is around $50 a month per user, and iPass has built in its own CRM, customer relationship management tool, directly into iPass. So as soon as people come into your business, you have all their contact information, appointment calendar, scheduler, where they got stuck on, what process that they got stuck on. You know, you're saving a tremendous amount of money. What I do for my clients, most of the work that I do is I analyze what they're currently spending, and I come up with a better plan on how to spend their money that gives them a higher return on their investment than what they're currently doing. That's the simplest way for me to explain the benefit of joining the iPass system, is by showing you, look, you're going to be spending $500, $600, $700, or maybe a couple $1,000s a month just getting your online world together by buying all these tools, that if you put it all together in one place, the iPass system has that. Plus, it also gives you the opportunity to make those $3,000 commissions. So I think that's like, it's a no-brainer for you guys to go get the iPass system today.
Well, that's a great point, Victor. When you started throwing those numbers around, $300 a month for this system, you know, $300 for this other system. The website, if you get a website, hey, it's $2,000 to $5,000 to get your website built by some, you know, somebody sitting in their office, and maybe they have a template and they put it together. Boom! It takes them 5 minutes, and they take your $3,000 and say thank you very much. Now you have to figure out what to do with it. That is not anything what we're doing here. Again, the value that we're showing you with a system that's already built, that already has a cookie cutter approach. It's like very duplicatable. And on top of it, it has products built into it already. Now, if you don't like the products, you don't have to sell the products. You don't have to, you know, but why wouldn't you? If they're value added and they help anybody who's online make more sales. So what do you have to do right now? You might be sitting here, hey, this is some great information. Hey, Victor, he showed us all these like slick PowerPoint things. Didar, he shared with us some really good knowledge from the industry, from the sales end of it. What do we need to do? Well, it comes down to really 3 simple steps. 3 simple things that you need to do to get started today. And the number one thing is to get started. Okay, to the right of your screen, there's a button, and it's like click on it. Victor already showed you. That's a direct link to the iPass system. Get started. Start going through that. So that's number 1. Now number 2 is to get plugged in. Now Victor kind of said, hey, there's a system that takes you through step by step how to set up everything. Well, that's one way to get plugged in. Another way is get plugged in with us. Get plugged in to the culture. Get plugged into these webinars. Get plugged into your leadership. Get plugged in to go to the next event that we have. The third thing is just to change your mindset and realize that you own a business now. That by clicking the button on the right, you're going into business for yourself, but you're not going in by yourself. So the bottom line here is there's 3 simple steps. Again, get started, click the button, plug in, get to our next webinar. We do a live webinar every Wednesday night with our success coach, Aaron Rashkin. I'm involved with that. Didar, Victor, we're all going to be involved with that webinar. And there's great information on there. It's a way to bring people and give them more information, more live information. These videos that we're making right now and the webinars that we're making right now and the ones that we're doing live, that's another way to get plugged in. So get them changing your mindset, changing your culture. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. This is a technological revolution, and we want everybody on this webinar to be poised and able to take advantage of it. And the iPass system is a simple way of starting your online business and giving you a chance to have the success that you've always wanted. So with that, we're going to close out the webinar for today. And I appreciate everybody the presenters, Victor, Didar, and we will be back with another series here. Just go ahead and stay plugged in, and you'll be getting an email from us. And have a good day.
Okay, and so Didar, you have any parting words?
Yes, I do, Victor. This is what's called a turnkey system. Everything is done for you. There's really nothing you have to do but just plug into the system. I just have to reiterate what Victor said, what Todd has said. You want to get a mentor, which we provide to you. We provide the websites. Plug in. It's actually a lot of fun. It's not all, dollars and cents. You make relationships with the people that are here. Now, I met Todd about 2 months ago in Las Vegas at an event, and we became like accountability partners. Now we're good friends. I mean, Todd's one of my best friends now. Same thing with Victor. I met Victor about a month ago in Nashville, Tennessee. So it's a way to have fun, to make money, and it's a very simple system. It's turnkey. I mean, how many times do we have to say it? I mean, it's just obvious. If you want to, make money, have fun, and learn from the best people in the business, just go there to that button there on the right, plug into it, get started. Nothing happens unless you get started. You got to take action. That's the most important thing, is take action. Don't sit on the fence. Get in there. You see us. We're working here. We're having fun. And just become part of our culture. We'll definitely help you all as much as we can. So it's a great system. I urge everyone to get into it. And we have events every Wednesday. We'll be there to teach you. And hit that button, man. Get started. Let's make some money. Let's have some fun.
Well, thank you. So thank you for coming today. And we're just going to, you notice there's a timer probably counting down. I'm going to just throw out an extra bonus for you guys. I've been working on a product that I'm calling the Search Traffic Mastermind, which is the most elite SEO tactics and strategies. Been recording this for the last 3 weeks. I'm probably going to release it for sale on JVZoo at an opening price for about $300, $297, and then the price is going to go up to $500. If you guys make a decision to purchase this before that timer expires, I will send you that absolutely complimentary. In other words, free of charge. I'm going to give you guys a $300 bonus, and we're also going to be, if you go black, then you're actually going to get a one-on-one traffic consultation with me and my team. The value of that is $5,000. So if you're watching this video, you got a little bit amount of time to take advantage of this offer. Once the timer's gone, that's it. So live long and prosper. I'll see you on Wednesday. So the schedule, so you know, there is a leadership call tonight. It's Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you'd like to dial in, the phone number is 209-255-1040, just like your tax return. So that's 209-255-1040, 6 p.m. And you can listen to some leadership advice and coaching. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. there typically is a webinar. You want to check your email for that. On Wednesday at 1 p.m. we do our SEO training for our members. You have to be a member in order to be access to that. You can get more information from the person who sent you to this video. On Wednesday night we have our leadership with the team here, and most likely Aaron will be there as well. So you want to definitely mark your calendar for Wednesday. Thursday night, we have the, how could I say it? Usually there is a big event for members only that you'll be notified once you get into the system. And on Friday at noon, my mentor, Alex Mendozian, has his mastermind group, and I will send you the information on how you can get to that as well. So it is a full week on my calendar. You can see why there's very little time left for fun and games. So on that note, there's a lot of events you can plug into, and you want to start thinking about how would you see yourself on stage? How would you see yourself receiving that $1 million ring? How would you see yourself having that dream lifestyle? If that is attractive to you, join us. And I will see you at the next event. It is going to, I actually have it memorized, it's going to be, I think it's July 31st, isn't it? Las Vegas?
Yeah, Red Rock.
Yeah, Red Rock, outside of Las Vegas. Beautiful, beautiful location. We will see you there in Las Vegas on July 31st. I'm Vic. Live long and prosper. Peace out.